Hi, this is Arun Kumar and I'll be teaching this tutorial. What is Davinci Resolve? Davinci Resolve is a color grading software, just like you have Avid, FCP and Premiere Pro for editing. There's so many color grading softwares like Baselight, Film Master, PARLO, Luster, Scratch right now. Davinci Resolve is one such software. It certainly has some slight advantage over its other counterparts. It has great editing interface, good audio mixing tools. If you are strong with the basic, then you can adapt to any softwares. Color grading is a creative process. You cannot restrict it with any rules and regulations. It's been 12 years in the industry and I was very fortunate to see so many good colorists around. We found no similarities between their working styles. Each one had their own style and style. Give the same footage to 10 different colors and you will get 10 different results. It all depends upon their personal taste. There is no such thing as wrong or right color. Yes, we do color correction. It's a must, but why do we do it? People who are familiar with movie making process might know that the movie which you see as final output is not been shot in the same order. Sometimes it's shot number 4, then shot number 2. Even the time gap between these two shots may range from 2 hours, 2 days, and in some cases even up to 2 months. Only after editing you get some sort of meaning. It's up to the colorist to make the content watchable and more consistent, so that it doesn't distract the audience from the story. If color correction is science, then color grading is an art. It may be a documentary, a feature film, short, music album. Every image would communicate a story to the audience. Color grading should elevate the mood of the story. It is also a part of the storytelling tool. I am creating a new project. Davinci's interface is divided into 6 different tabs. First page is media. This is where you could import shots into the Resolve. Second page is cut. This is a new page included in version 16. You won't be finding it in the previous version. This is edit page, and this is where you could edit the shots which you imported in media. This is where you color. Simple VFX shots can be done in Fusion page, and the Fairlight page is meant for audio editing and music. Delivery tab is meant for rendering output. You can render it in any record format, QuickTime, DCP and DPX. There are even default custom settings for YouTube upload, Vimeo upload. Since this tutorial is all about color grading, we will get in detail about the colors. Let's talk about the fundamentals of color correction. If I explain you the workflow of color correction and aesthetics of color grading, even a first timer would do a wonderful job for a shot. But color correction is not all about that. It's all about how consistent you are with other shots. When people criticize your work for color jumps, what they actually mean is jumps in brightness and contrast. If you could be able to achieve that consistency in brightness and contrast, then half the job is done. Now, I am selecting the shots from media pool and dragging it in source viewer. When I hover the mouse in source viewer, we see 2 icons, video and audio. When I click and drag from the center, I get both video and audio. If I click and drag from the video icon, I get only the video. Now I am selecting the shots. I'm making the black and white. A shot appears brighter, the next shot looks dull. Lot of inconsistency. You get easily distracted from the story. have a look at it now. If you are in the beginning stage, better begin your coloring from black and white images. Get consistency in brightness and contrast. Half the battle is won. Exercise for this class. Select any 10 shots, make them black and white. In 4th tab of the color interface, you will find monochrom settings. Just enable it. Shot will become black and white. Use only contrast and offset for this. What does contrast do? It makes black more blacker and white more whiter. What does offset do? It makes black and white more brighter. In addition to this, you can also use curves. This is the black point, this is the white point. You see the blacks getting crushed and whites getting clipped. Use only these 3 tools and make a consistent output. An image can be divided into 3 parts: shadows, midtones and highlights. Highlights are the brightest part of the image. Shadows are the darkest part of the image, and anything in between can be classified as midtones. As far as this shot is concerned, the whites in the light is the highlight area, the black in the costume is the shadow area, and the skin is midtone. Let me give you an excellent tip on this. Remember, I have told you that this is the black point and this is the white point. If you click the costume, you will find a mark near the shadow area. Similarly, when you click skin tone, you should find the mark in between black and white area. When I click the whites, I will find mark near the highlight area. When you look at the image, you should be able to differentiate between shadow, midtone and highlight, because in future we will be working in these zones separately: shadows, midtones and highlights. Sometimes we may not be sure about the accuracy of the monitor which we are using. In those cases, we may depend upon scopes. You can click here to get scopes. There are 4 different types of scopes. First one is called parade. Second one is waveform. Third one is vectorscope. And the 4th is histogram. This is a white point and this is black point. As you can see, the blacks in the image is completely washed out. I'm just brushing the blacks now. Parade also indicates one more thing. You can see the blue channel is a little lower when compared to other 2 channels. So the image looks more yellowish. Check out the color wheel. Opposite color of blue is yellow. Now let me neutralize the image by adding blue. Now the channels in parade are equal. Now the image looks absolutely fine with no color cast before and after. Same thing applicable to waveform also. Vectorscope indicates both the saturation and color cast. Let me increase the saturation size of the indicator also increases. When I reduce the saturation, the size decreases. When I grade the shot magenta, the central patch indicates that the image is magenta cast. When I make the image blue, patch indicates blue. Histogram is the horizontal representation of the image. This is the darkest part of the image, this is the brightest part of the image. Let me balance the shot now. Black level, adjusting white level. Blue is lesser when compared to other channels. Now the image looks balanced. You can download footages of this tutorial for free. The links are in the description.